my iced chocolate, as I poured the water in, it just did that thing where it turns to ice. The water is not iced, but when I poured it in here, that's ice. Oh my God, I'm dead sure I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was doing it on purpose. Hello, internets. I've been talking to you for like 4 minutes. And the GoPro wasn't recording. That was good. Oh, I should check these things first. So today I am going camping by myself, which feels really weird, to be honest. See, there's no kid back there. There's no dog back there. It's just me. The Queensland-New South Wales border has finally opened again, and my mum has been ill. So now that I'm allowed to cross, I can actually go and visit her. I will visit my mum tomorrow morning. But while I am over the border, I will also be doing some errands that for things that aren't available in northern New South Wales. One of which will be going to the Apple store to get my phone charging port replaced, repaired, something or other. It's been playing up for a little while. Thankfully, I have had access to a wireless charger, so I've been able to charge my phone, thank goodness, because my life is on that thing. Hopefully it won't cost ridiculous amounts of money. I'll also be seeing my hairdresser, thank goodness. I have been overdue for a haircut for months and months, and I'm really, well, yeah, a cut and a new colour. I'm really looking forward to that. Entry requirements. Queensland COVID-19 entry requirements. Fine supply. I have my border pass. There's our border control. The map says it'll be about 15 minutes. Which isn't too bad. This is hopefully the spot where I just get waved through. Because I've got my border pass on. Waving us all through. Oh, in a minute. Good. I'm coming. Stopped for petrol. Getting the cheapest petrol that I can. It is cheaper further north. And I had enough to get me here, so I'm gonna fill up. It's like 20 cents cheaper than in northern New South Wales. Heaps cheaper. It's hot out there. Stopped for petrol. No public loo in here. So I went across the road to a bakery to get a to ask if they had a loo, and she gave me the keys, so I got a Coke and some bread rolls, and I only wanted 2, and she gave me 3. Like all good bakeries. Now, on my way again. Thank goodness to be back in the aircon. Woof, it's hot out there. I've got new hair, woo! The side shave's back. Got some pretty cool colours over here. And at the back as well. I can't show you right now, obviously, because I'm driving. I can show you later. So good to have my hair done again. So that was one of the errands that I fit in on my way to visit my mum. I've been seeing that same hairdresser since before my oldest kid was born, and they're 18 now, so you find a good hairdresser, you stick with them, and you see the cool colours she does, totally worth the trip. Yeah, so way now to the Sunshine Coast. I will be visiting my mum in the morning, so I'm going to be camping out by myself tonight, and then I can get a nice early start and get some good time in with my mum. I don't want to make the visit too long because she's probably going to be a bit tired, but it will be good to see her, and I think she'll be glad to be able to see each other face to face. We've been doing FaceTime and phone calls regularly since she's been unwell, but there's nothing quite like face to face, is there? I think that's everything. I don't think I have anything else to say. Just wanted to show you my new hair, really. I am taking the tunnel. I can't remember what it's called, Legacy Way or something. I haven't been this way in a very long time. And it's quite a long tunnel, and it goes under all of the suburbs and bypasses a whole lot of traffic, which is pretty nice. Maybe you can see my hair now. Look at that. Awesome colour. My hairdresser is the best. And around the back. A lot of bush turkeys around. There's one there. A bunch over there. Hanging out. So there's a car park down here where I am. Further up there. And there's toilets over there as well. Just past that big van. I am chilling out in the car. Not chilling exactly, it's a bit warm. My thermometer says it's about 26 degrees. It's a bit humid, so it feels a bit warmer than that. I have my fan running. Don't know if you can see that there. Off and back on again because it's creating a nice breeze. I won't turn it up again. It's pulling a bit of air from the outside across me as well, so that feels nice. So I think I'll just chill and relax on my phone. It's a bit lonely without Alexis, to be honest. I really like having her around. She's my sweetie and she's fun. And she's good company. So I'm going to talk quietly because I think mostly everyone around me is asleep. I've got neighbours right beside me on this side, and there's another car a couple of spaces down on this side. He got out for a cigarette just a short while ago, so I guess he's not asleep yet, but the cigarette smell went through the car, which was a bit gross. There's a van on this side, and they look pretty well set up, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty much ready to settle down for sleep. I've been listening to all the creature sounds out there. There's, I don't know, maybe some birds, maybe some bats. It's super hot, so remember the boob tubes of the 70s? So I'm going with the boob tube tonight. Heaps cooler than having my shoulders covered. And I've got the fan going. You can probably hear it. It's the Rocco fan. Love it. That's pulling a bit of air through. But yeah, ready for sleep now, listening to all the night noises. And I guess that's it. Good night, everyone. See you in the morning. Good morning. It's warming up to be another very hot day, and I am in full sun here. I could have moved up, sort of up that side a little bit where there's some shade, but I there didn't seem much point because the sun's going to be moving across and that shade will be gone soon anyway. So, yeah, I just decided to sit here. I've closed the car, turned the engine on, and I've got the aircon running because it is ridiculously hot out there already. It's just past 7:30. Excuse me. Bit croaky. It's the first time I've spoken to anyone. Excuse me. So at least a couple of hours, probably a bit more, until I leave to visit my mum. So I'm going to sit in the car and get a little bit of video editing done, I reckon. This is the area up the hill from where I parked. Nice tidy loo. Some tables and chairs and stuff. It's a lot quieter now. Decided to move the car after all. It's now I'm over near these loos instead of down the bottom end. Just gonna have my brekkie, and there's still a little bit of shade here, so I think I'll sit out in the open and have my brekkie out here, and then I'll head off to see my mum. This is the road. It's pretty close, but I really didn't hear any traffic last night, so it's a good spot to stop. Here's my brekkie. Some of that, what do I call it? That crunchy cereal stuff, clusters. Cereal clustery goodness with yogurt on top. It's pretty tasty and filling, which is good. Wet toothbrush, toothpaste tablet. I don't think it's I really can't hold it still while I'm brushing my teeth. I rinsed my toothbrush with my Precious spray bottle. Does a great job. And I've got it sticking out of my toiletries bag so that nothing will spill out and it can dry while I drive. That's the front seat. Oh, I should move that fan before I start driving. There's my toiletries bag hanging with my toothbrush sticking out. Back in the car, ready to head off and see my mum. I might just make myself a chocolate drink to bring with me before I head off, and then I can drink that on the way. Nice to see my mum. She's looking really frail, which is hard to see. She's really capable and very strong generally, so seeing her not feeling so well is a bit rough. I mean, obviously it's hard for her, but you know, she's being looked after and she's getting the right treatment that she needs, so that's good. And it was really worth coming up here to see Mum, so I'm really glad I was able to visit her. It's a fairly long drive to do so, but it's totally worth it, right? So now I'm heading back down the coast to the Gold Coast, going to the Apple store to get my phone repaired. Next job. Possibly stop on the way there for lunch, or I'll just sort my lunch out in the car park. I don't know. Figure it out. Oh, I am really sweaty. It's very hot out there. I just stopped for petrol and I'm gonna have a quick lunch. So I'm going to use my dehydrated food. I can't remember if I mentioned this to you or not. This is my dehydrated dal. A friend did this in her dehydrator for me. So I've got dal. This is enough for one decent sized serve. And some rice. Again, this should be about the right size serve. So all I need is hot water and my dehydrated stuff. I've tipped in my rice. You can see back here underneath, there's my rice. And I tipped in my dal. Now I have some water that was hot and I boiled it at my mum's place. I actually replaced the water that was in there from yesterday morning, and I probably didn't need to because it was actually still really quite warm. Now, I'm going to pour that in there. Just enough to cover it. And put the lid back on very carefully. So get that water in there. There we go, that's looking good. I reckon it only needs about 5 to 10 minutes. Put that away. I really didn't need all of that water, but I guess I had it as an option. This thermos has been brilliant. It's one of those work series ones which keeps water hot for like forever. Okay, like, you know, maybe 24 hours, but a long time. And now I just wait for this. It's been soaking for 5 minutes and I gave it just a little try. The rice is still a touch crispy. It's getting there. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes and see if it finishes rehydrating. All right, it's been 10 minutes and the rice is still a little bit crispy, so I'm going to add a touch more water and then give it another 5 minutes, I reckon. I don't really know how much more I should add. Maybe that much. Let's see how that goes for 5 minutes. It's perfect. It's so good. Yum. I'm just gonna put this, gotta get away back here. There we go. And now I can have my dal and then I can head off to the Apple Store. No idea how much that's going to cost. We'll find out. I have been in to the Apple Store and I am now out. And it didn't cost anything because she reckoned there was just debris in the charging port. I really hope that was the case because the Apple Store is really far away. I can't really test it either because the one place where the cable actually does work and has never failed me is the cable that I use in the car. So I suppose that's a good thing. It's probably the end of this video because I'm heading home now. So thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you're enjoying my content and you haven't subscribed, it would be cool if you would. I'd really like that. It helps my channel grow. And I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment if you like. Bye.